Hello. All right, so I am going to read day 8, but a quick clarification that doesn't translate as well into spoken talkings is that on day 5, um, Charles had signed off their name as all caps CHARLS instead of just like how you'd spell the name CHARLES. And she had replied "Good night, Charles" in that kind of caps way. And so there's a couple times where that's mentioned, just near the end of this day. It's hard to explain. Like it's hard to read rather than like read with the eyes. It's hard to read with the face. So just wanted to clarify that before I read. Okay, day 8. System arrived early to work and took a seat in the break room with a legal pad and pen. She brewed coffee and sat down to write. Charles, thank you so much for all of your help. You really saved the day on Friday. Can I make one small request? She frowned, mumbling to herself, too passive, not quite right. She read over her words a few times, taking a sip of her coffee and wincing. Ouch, ouch, too hot. I drank my coffee before it was cool. She laughed at her own joke, hand rising to slap her knee before stopping midair. With an amused headshake, she scratched out everything she had written and started again. Charles, thank you for your help yesterday. You really saved the day during the system update. Going forward, in situations that aren't urgent and don't negatively impact you directly, please let me make mistakes. It is the best way for me to learn. If I need help, I will ask for it. She reread it a few times and took a deep breath, let it out slowly, and walked to her desk. Once her system loaded and she was settled in, she smiled. The cookie screensaver was still in place, and there was a response in their memo. She had said good night, and he had replied with an emoji of the moon. The acknowledgement was perfect, not too personal, but not too cold. She typed out her words from her notepad, her hands shaking slightly. Then she sat back and waited. The response appeared within seconds. Understood. I will adjust my Then the last partial word reversed in real time. The letters EMARAP vanishing in a blink. He was fast. New words took their place. I will adjust my behavior and only intervene when necessary. Thank you for your feedback. She stared at the space where the letters had been. Parameters? She could imagine the man at his desk typing and stopping himself mid-word, realizing he was sounding too technical. It wasn't easy giving or receiving feedback. She knew that well. She sighed, then typed, "Okay, thank you for understanding." As each call wrapped up and she added the closing notes from her template and reset it so she was ready for her next call, she found her eyes drifting to their memo. No new words appeared, but she couldn't stop looking for something. On her lunch break, she stood and stretched. Her body had been more tense than she had realized. Quickly, she created a task on her phone to find a hot yoga class, then went into the lunchroom and set a timer for her break. She brewed another coffee and got her lunch out from the fridge. It was not even a little bit frozen. As she ate, she let her mind drift to her desk that had become theirs. When had it begun to feel like her personal possession? Clearly it didn't belong to her any more than the computer did. These were tools she was given access to for the sake of her work. When she left the company one day, they would stay behind. Her break ended too fast, and she returned to calls. She stopped tracking their memo and forgot about her desk mate. She gave each caller her full focus, completing each inquiry with thoroughness and care. She felt ready to justify every minute if called on, confident in the quality of the work she had done. Just before she could log off from her workstation, she received a message from Charles. "You did great today. Would you like to go over your mistakes?" She hesitated, then asked, "Is it urgent?" The answer came without delay. "No, it is not urgent. It can wait until tomorrow, or I can keep it to myself if you do not find the feedback useful." She sighed and laughed. "Then let's discuss it tomorrow. Good night, Charles. Is that how you want me to refer to you, like a nickname?" Wanting to make sure it wasn't a typo. The response wasn't immediate, but it did arrive quickly. "Charles or Charles is fine. I have no preference. Good night, system." And that's where you have like the spelling CHARLES or the capitals CHARLS. Anyway, yeah, but it was Friday that Charles first signed off in that different way. So, okay, so I will share day 9 soon, hopefully tomorrow. And once I get all of the story out, then I can post it completely with text for reading. And I would absolutely adore feedback and questions and all that. Okay, bye.